Hello. Oh man. Let's see if my mic's not messing up again because I was having issues with my headset. Like it, I don't know what it was. It was weird. It was really weird, actually. But yeah, when you guys watch, if anyone watches my stuff, just hit the like button. At least like it or just comment whatever you need to say. Because I need more people to see my stuff if I can really get a bigger crowd. Because as of right now, like, I can't really do much if I don't like my own stuff. Because it doesn't go into the algorithm. Because there's so many people that are, I guess, streaming in that. I know I'm only going to pick up Pacific people. At least that's what I've noticed. Because being an attractive looking guy, I guess, on the internet is a little bit different than being an attractive looking woman. Because if I was a woman, I'd have a lot more, I definitely would have a lot more subscribers than I do now. By far. Because for some reason, that's just how it is. But yeah, I just got back from the gym. So, I'm a little tired in that. I'm not super tired though. I feel pretty good.
Good day.
I haven't really found anything good. Don't care about that. Finally, I've been finding like outrageous amount of like stuff for Immortal King gauntlets. Yeah, I haven't really found anything too good for my sorcerer, so to speak.
It's locked.
Look at that shit. Look how much damage they do. Like, I can barely even heal. I hate those little guys. So much. Get my damn, yeah. And potions don't heal shit. Well, once again, the hell mode. I am definitely switching this character over to a different thing. So I'm getting... Come on, something with that shit. There we go. Yeah, right now I'm just gonna ball energy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab energy shield because I do not like Edge bow. I mean, that's pretty good for a necro. That's not bad for necro. 40 of the 20 casting speed. Edge bow. That doesn't fucking matter at all.
Yes?
Yeah, there's all kinds of shit I need to get. Asking why I'm magic fighting these guys is because they still have a huge chance of dropping. The fuck just hit me? Yeah, if I'm gonna magic find him, I'd rather have a meteor or a blizzard. Really? I mean, the money's not bad. My money's crazy. Money's easy to get. $300%, so I'm always gonna get easy money. I just never knew why night mode. You never find shit off night mode. Like, I find way better crap off hell mode. Like, tremendously better shit in hell mode. Always. And it's really annoying because I want to not be fucking weak as fuck in hell mode, but I have to be because I can't find shit in, very nerve-wracking, actually. Walk around with, like, the crappiest gear imaginable. No, I hate that they can hit you off screen. That's what really pisses me off. The motherfuckers literally hit you and you can't see them. It's the most annoying thing ever, and I think everyone can agree with it. They shouldn't hit you off screen. Fucking hell, you dumb bitch. Oh my god, stop it! Why am I losing? No, I want to watch my shit. This fucking damn thing needs to stop kicking me off my damn stream. So I can't even like throw out a frozen orb. God, you guys are so annoying.
I am overburdened.
Really, bitch? Stop picking up shit. Okay. You see that? It's ridiculous. It's just so stupid that your like hit ratio is so bad. Fuck you. Well, it's just... Look at that shit! I can't even do nothing! I get hit, my bitch just sits there and like has like no hit recovery at all. It drives me fucking crazy. It's complete, utter fucking garbage. So fucking stupid, so many of these motherfuckers. They're really cheap. I really hate those lightning guys. Because they always compact them and put like 15 of them in one fucking group. And they hit you all at once and you literally just die. It's not like my resistance is fucking horrible. Throw your fucking frozen earth, bitch. I know my gear fucking sucks. I agree. Come on, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, that's why I need to get my... Gotta get my mark.
I'll put that to good use.
That piece of shit. What the hell? Did you see me just teleport? Didn't even teleport? What the fuck, dude? It's fucking stupid. On your fucking arrow, you moron. I think he does a life drain with this. He gets 8 or life drain.
Thanks.
Thanks. Still don't have your arrow on. I need to fix that. When you get in game, your character should automatically have an arrow on. What's this shittiest teleport? I hate when my first gets stopped at mid-cast because I get hit. That is really fucking annoying. What was he on anyway? fucking lagging again. It must be YouTube lagging or something. I don't know why, I never had this much fucking lag before. This is a Mortal Cane. Okay, it's got 2 pieces of Mortal Cane. That's good then. So I at least got 2 pieces of that. Because you... Tonight's having like partial sets is really, really good. Partial sets could be really good. I don't know why fire enhancements never really does much of anything. I noticed that. What did he get up on? He's almost 40 something. Yeah, it's got his jab up so you get all that percentage up. That thing always does so much damage. I have no idea why it does. A bone shield for real? Oh, you better not piece of shit. But she was a Grim shield, I guess is what this suffice right now. It's better. Okay. I think my camera finally just clicked back on. There it goes. I don't know why it does this. I'm having so much connection issues. It's been very annoying.
Afternoon.
My map is great to see.
Yeah, I don't know why Act 5 and Night Mode has these random people in here. That's one of the things they talked about. These little guys are so fucking annoying. Kind of the reason why I want to play with my Holy Fire Paladin. Because a lot of these guys will just die instantaneously, which is really nice. That's so hilarious that I'm finding fucking Saigon shit and oh my god. It's not a bad shield. I just don't have no strength to equip it. shit! What the fuck? What? I have like 400 health. The motherfucker took 100 on me per hit? What the fuck, dude? That's so stupid. That is the dumbest thing ever. I have such shitty ass fucking gear on my character. Not to be sight. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I gotta go magic find. Can't find nothing. I mean, a magic find normally if I do about 5 to 10 times, I normally at least get something good. You know, because that's normally the ratio. 10 times, so you find something good. It's not like my magic finds low. I have almost 300%, so I should be able to find shit rather fucking easy. The fuck was that? I know I got more casting speed because the come on. At least I get my money back, I guess. I get the worst fucking shit, I swear. This is why this game gets kind of boring. You magic find, and like, you find the bare fucking minimum. I know it takes weeks, if not months, to find really good gear. This game is very tedious with that, which I don't expect it to not be. Come on, it's a fucking... Fucking die, dude. Oh my fucking god. That hit ratio recovery is fucking retarded. It's fucking annoying. Oh my god. Kind of funny thing is I find Tarasha fucking level like 66 Tarasha hat. I found 2 deathmatch greens. But I can't fucking find... Really? Oh my god, it's so stupid.
Greetings.
If I can just get an Oculus, I think I'll be okay. Because Oculus at least give me something to fucking work with. Oh man, fucking mana bird, what a dick.
I need a key.
My brothers have escaped you.
Can't say it's a bad fine. It's actually a pretty decent fine. Because of hit recovery, 30%, which is fucking astounding. Yeah, that's what you want. You need a lot of hit recovery in this game. Well, not a lot, but you know. I think I'm gonna play some Plasmophobia. Getting bored of this shit. There's my night stream. It's already 8 something. Been trying to focus on stretching out my neck a lot, because God forbid. Oh man, this shit's such a pain. Worked out my shoulders today. Did a little bit. Well, actually, quite a bit of legs too. Okay, so like it seems like that update on my PC caused my computer not to lag as much with streaming. Funny thing, I find this game way more fun than Diablo. Charlie Wilson, Mr. Wilson. Walk through Soul Block, and yada yada yada. Oh no, it's lagging. It stopped lagging last stream, and now it's fucking lagging this stream. What the fuck, dude? It's so annoying. Charles Wilson. Charles Wilson. Charles Wilson. I'm trying to figure out if it's the YouTube not interacting with my stream, right? Because not too long ago, like yesterday, it was working out just fine. It's a little weird. Charles Wilson, are you in here? Looks like he's right over here. Maybe not on that. Yeah, it is. These trumpet lights. Charles Wilson, give me a sign, you bastard. It's like my internet's not loading. I don't know if it's my streams can't be lagging because I would be lagging. But I think it's this. Yeah, the YouTube thing is what's lagging. I hate it though. Because it wasn't lagging before, it just started lagging. I did not open this. Charles! Hey Charles! Good. Yeah, ever since they had the new update with this, it lags. Not constantly, because it wasn't lagging before. It just started to lag when I got on. But I had like a weird glitch go on where my mic went, like my mic turned off and like had to reboot or something. I don't know if it was electrical charge or something like that. Probably was. Right in the book, bitch. Yeah, it's just very, huh? See, it's trying not to lag. Like, it's more fluent than it was the other day. Talk to me. Charles Wilson. Speak, bitch. Yeah, it's like my internet stream is trying to catch up, but it can't for some odd reason. It's so annoying. Right in the book, you bitch. You shut the door. And phone. I need that. I'm gonna do some sage. They have so much crap. There's a ghost orb. Got that at least. What else do I have? I think I have freezing temperatures. 1 degree, maybe. Oh! See, I don't know if I want to just do recordings now and just upload it to it, because it seems like I'm going to have to start doing that, because streaming is not always the best. Not, I mean, yeah. Come out, bitch. Do something. Got the sage, found evidence, paranormal, got the salt. Yeah, the candle thing's kind of stupid, but I guess I can try it. Come out, bitch. Do something. Charles, blow out the candle. Got the camera and just sit there. Yeah, professional sucks. It is. Charles Wilson, come out. I'm just gonna turn the lights again so that no reads out. He's knocking shit over everywhere. Charles Wilson. Charles Wilson. Charles Wilson. Turn off them lights awfully quick. Come on, let me do that. My mouse is too close to my keyboard. He doesn't like lights. Charles Wilson. little bit of a spark with that. I gotta heat up my damn shoulder again. Oh my He's not giving me anything to work with. He's being a dick. Charles Wilson, reveal yourself. The fuck is that? Is that a ghostwriting? It's fucking scribbles. You're a weirdo. I guess that's ghostwriting. Revenant, or what the fuck is that? A mare? Could be a mare. That's probably why it's not attacking me. Let's see. 16 ghosts. Oh, they put so many more ghosts in here. Turning the lights on around the mirror will lower down the chances of attacks. So spirit box, ghost orb, and ghost writing. Yeah, spirit box normally takes fucking forever to get sometimes. Sometimes it just takes way too fucking long. Talk to me. He might be a revenant. I think I'm gonna call it a revenant actually. Revenant is freezing temperature. I think it is freezing temperatures. A lot of times I mean, in groups I get attack a lot more than I do by myself. It's variations, I don't know why. By myself it's a lot more easier, but with people it seems to be harder. Let's see what it is. Revenant.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Oh. Okay.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly. Go for yourself. Looks like this is going to be a tough one.
John.
We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Harris. John Harris. Witness. Escaped during the... John. Is that his name? Mr. Harris. I look back on my streams, I find out. John Harris. Jonathan Harris. Where are you? John Harris. I guess I don't have to watch myself play. It doesn't matter. Here comes Johnny. The whole room's cold. Like, this whole area is cold. There's a 2 degree somewhere. John Harris. I might go by doors. John Harris. Show yourself. Well, there's multiple things. Yeah, there's always multiple things that you can locate a ghost with. Multiple events and shit. Normally it's doors that are cracked. Or lights will flicker. Like this light flickered right here, so I'm guessing he'll have to be somewhere in this area. You're hella boring, John. Come on, man, do something. Give me something to eat. So annoyed. Yes. Okay, well I got activity, at least in that area, but he's not doing nothing. As in stuff I can't see, so... Unless he's in the kitchen. Why'd you have a picture like that in your fucking house? That's modern. This ghost can go suck a big pile of dicks, because this is fucking boring. And I'm just gonna exit out. That was really boring.
Welcome back.
The game used to be a lot better. I don't know why it's not. Well, I'm gonna go on my YouTube and go check out some shit. Haven't visited my YouTube thing in a while. Launching into space. What space? I love people that say that stuff. Launching into space. Now in the settings. Can't say really give a shit. No. Why would surveys help me? That's so silly. Surveys will help you. Don't care. I don't care about the COVID thing right now. I really don't give a shit. Shit's old. What kind of question is that? Why'd you ask such a... It's a little bit too direct, don't you think? Just a little too direct. Just give me a thinking face. thinking face. Yes, I have two dogs. One's a younger one and one's an older one. Hmm. That's what I can do. I'm going that. Oh! Let's see if I can spell it. I need some. You just cut my fucking stream off again. So cut my damn stream off. Fuck off, YouTube. No, it keeps cutting my stream off. I made a whole bunch of them already. I just can't fucking watch them. Dude, YouTube's fucking crap, dude. Cinemassacre's got its Monster Madness going on, and it's not on YouTube. That's fucking dumb. I don't know why it does that crap. YouTube's becoming just coming a bit ridiculous when it comes down to stuff. And rather annoying too. Okay, it always says that stuff. I guess I'll go back to the massacre. Sorry.
Monster Madness is back. The website's back. We're very excited and hope you enjoy it this whole month. But there's a bit of a rocky start. The first episode had a problem with the script. One of our writers had somehow added a portion that was taken from a pre-existing article. That's unacceptable, and all of us here apologize for letting that sneak in. We're very sorry.
Oh, okay, this is just a bunch of bullshit. Okay. God, so much.
It's Cinemassacre's Monster Madness around the world.
Time for copy claims.
Today, we're sailing along the Han River into South Korea. Korean horror has been around at least since the 60s, with The Housemaid being cited as one of the first in the genre, but it didn't really
It's probably the reason why it's not on fucking YouTube. Super massive amount of copy claims. God, it's so stupid. Does it just drive you crazy? You try to promote something, and then YouTube just copy claims the fuck out of you. Pulls all your shit down. Not all the time, but it does it quick. Shaboom! Oh man. I'm bored. Bored. Very bored, actually. I don't know what the fuck to do, honestly, to tell you the truth. Oh, nothing else to do right now. But yeah, I don't mind if people ask me questions, but don't be super oh. Keep it simple, I guess. Ah, fuck. I might actually stream on my PS4. Haven't played that in a while. But I guess we talk about what happened today or this week. Well, I'm off work today. I'm off work today and tomorrow. I get paid tomorrow, which is nice. Try to save up and I don't know, probably invest or do something with my money. What am I working on? I'm trying to think of like things to talk about. I don't know what to really talk about. I did work out today. I did pretty good. Did some shoulders. I've been trying to work on my back and my neck because all around my trapezius is knotted up. Definitely can feel it. It's annoying. But my main focus right now is trying to work on my shoulders and my chest, and mostly legs too. Just like anybody else, legs suck, but it's not too bad. I did pretty good today. I went up to about, I think it went up a little bit over 200 pounds or 250 pounds in the leg press, just do a bunch of reps, which is slightly over my body weight. So it actually contribute with a small amount of tears and muscle growth in that. So it wasn't too bad. But I don't know what to talk about, honestly. Normally at nighttime, I'm very talkative about certain things. I'm a little tired today. Oh, man. Well, I've been watching Lucifer. If anyone likes Lucifer, Lucifer is pretty cool. Been watching that quite a bit, actually. Getting close to third season. I just got to the part where I was, or where Lucifer found out about Chloe, that Chloe was put into his path from his dad, of course, God. For whatever reason, I don't even know, honestly, because I haven't finished season 2 yet. I'm getting really close to finishing it. But I do enjoy it. I always enjoy like crime-based, romance-based type stuff. Normally all in one. Because what normally makes a really good show is having a diverse type thing. Which is why I like animes. Anime's always got sexual themes, action themes, drama themes, stuff like that, and it makes it a little more it makes it more exciting. Because if everything's just, I guess, just a revenge plot type thing, or one thing like a romance, I don't know. I can't watch a fully romance based show. Am I in school? Too old. Definitely too old. I haven't been in school in like over a decade. Like high school and that. I don't go to college. I'm not really too big fan of how school teaches people. College is a little bit different because you can pick and choose. But the bulk of my knowledge I learned is based upon what I experience around me. So when people say going to college makes you smart, not really. Because when you get outside of college, the experiences are still a lot more. There's still more to learn out there than it is being inside college. College is like a cocoon of knowledge, but it's not outside the cocoon or bubble or whatever you want to say. So I don't base myself off college material because I talk to people, some people that are in college, and they're not that much smarter than the average person that has experience. But the will to learn is what the main problem is with a lot of people. If you have the will to learn, you can learn anything. You could find what you want to learn. So you base yourself around there. Learning has to be exciting, not just something that's forced down your throat or forced into your mind when it should be like a gentle breeze, not a hurricane kind of thing. Just like anything else, you don't learn stuff too fast. Our brains are like, every day we sleep, we learn. So whatever we think about or whatever we push our brain through to memorize or to react to, like your nervous system, muscle reaction, that our brain learns when we sleep, and then when we wake up, we have, I guess, a smarter brain, or you should. That's why the active experience, I think, is a lot better. How much people say going to college and all that stuff is good. It can be good, but when you get outside of college, you're still missing out on like all the experience. So if you go from college to an office job or to whatever you want to go to, you're still going to learn all that experience from that job anyway. Even though school gets you that paper degree, you still have to learn all the experience. So is college really worth it? To a certain extent, it might be if you need to, because some things are actually like you have to learn. Like medical field, obviously, you can't just walk in and become a nurse. You have to learn all the ins and outs about that. Even still, the experience still has to be there too. So, I mean, our knowledge, basic knowledge, fine. Learn how to write, learn how to do math, learn the basic necessities. But after that, Like, they don't teach you emotional psychology that much in school. Not unless you major in it. But high school, not really. People are confused. Like, a lot of people are confused. I was confused when I got out of high school. I mean, could have been because, the way I was raised, but even still. I taught myself how to love myself. I taught myself how to be emotionally controlled over certain situations, or how to think differently about certain situations. Like, if someone makes fun of me, do I get mad at them? Not anymore. I don't care. I don't even think about it. If it does come over there, I'll conversate with myself about it, or I'll make a stream and talk about what aggravates me, which is good, because that's what streaming is. Like, you stream to the world and everyone becomes your friend. So we all talk and chit chat about life and that. And it's a very important thing to do. At least that's what I think. I mean, what's the whole point of having internet if we can't all connect? Bad or good. Mostly good, but occasionally get a couple assholes that are lost. Like, literally lost in their lives. Not even about financial. They could be millionaires and still not know who they are. But, it's just how it is. So nothing should be based upon just money. People try to base upon money, but money is just a currency for survival. We exchange that for, gathering water, chopping down trees, for, wood, for fire, and that's what we stop doing, and we just buy our electric, we buy our water, we buy our food. It simplifies it. So honestly, are we a weaker species because of it? In some way, yeah, because we lost in touch what we've been doing for thousands of years. So, I mean, and does that money make it different for everybody? Yeah. People that have more money, if they have the respect, a good amount of respect to understand where they came from, then they understand that money is just easier lifestyle more you have. But some people take advantage of it, just like knowledge. The more they have, the more they seem to just be like, they believe or they think that they're better. No, not really. No one's better than anybody. We just know different things or similar things. Variations are there, but we shouldn't be thinking about that sort of thing. Because, like for instance, I had this one guy, I think it was last week. He had a BMW. Evidently, he was a gypsy. He had a lot of money in that. It was very obvious he had a lot of money. The dude was rolling out like $100 bills. I don't know why people do that. It's stupid as hell. But that's all they have. No, he wasn't a strong looking guy. He looked like he just had a lot of money. And I work at fast food. And I gave him the wrong drink. And after the food and that, he's like, "Oh, you gave me the wrong drink," so I gave him another drink. And the dude was trying to give me the drink. And I'm just like, "Well, we can't take it back in. Go ahead and keep it." And I was being nice, just like, "You should be." And the dude, looks at me, and he grabs his drink, and he was thinking about, if you want to put it back in his car or toss it off to the side. So he ended up looking at me, and then he ended up, dropping it on the drive-through curbside. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he stops his car, and I kind of I shut the window. Obviously, you probably couldn't hear me. And I said when the window was shut, "Get the fuck out of here." What was the whole point in that? That just proves a point that I always listen to Uncle Ben from Spider-Man 1. What he says, great power comes with great responsibility. Power is a variation of too much of something. So too much strength, too much money, too much knowledge, too big a dick, whatever it is that's over the average limit, you have more responsibility over it. So me, I'm a genius to a certain extent. There's a lot of things that I know, a lot of things I pick up very easily. Should I have responsibility over the knowledge I have? Yeah, because it's a power. And it gives you more than what other people might have or might not have. Just like strength, average people can barely pick up 100 pounds. I can pick up 100 pounds, rather easy. I mean, can't like throw it up in the air and that, but still. So I have, strength and knowledge, just like most people should have, working all the time, you always end up getting stronger. Should I be a dickhead about it? Be a bully and push people around because I'm stronger? Or because I know martial arts? I know how to beat up people? Should I beat up people? No, it's the whole point of learning that is to keep yourself from not doing it. That's the lack of discipline is huge in certain people's lives. And it's the certain cultures we live with. And I have to say, we're living in America, you're very diverse. And living in any country, there's a lot of diversity. There's so many different kinds of cultures. I mean, you might be ruled over the same, country or government in that, but we still have all different ways of learning or being through, our family and that. So, I mean, not everything is going to be the same. And that's what makes it really difficult to say, how can I be balanced? Life is about balancing. It's always been about that. Should I get angry or should I be happy? Should I hate or should I love? We're always in between. That's why they have the yin and yang. Yin and yang makes perfect sense. We're not complete darkness, but we're not complete light. So we balance in between the both of them. It makes perfect sense. That's how our lives are. That's how they're always going to be. Now, the best thing that I learned is to love yourself. You are who you are. The only one that can change it is you. So if you have a difficult time in life and you keep looking at something else to blame, maybe you should blame yourself. Or blame others if you know that it's their fault. But we always have to blame ourselves first because it might have been something that we did wrong. Maybe that person looked at it a different way and ended up blaming you for something that was quite silly to blame you for, like a stupid mistake, like you said something wrong to your girlfriend or boyfriend, and all of a sudden they just react to it not the same way that you would react to it. They could have got upset with it. Yeah, people can get upset with it. But you're thinking differently than they are. I had so many things like that, especially with, exes or just talking to people in general. You can crack a fart and some people look at you and laugh. Some people will be like, that's immature. That's like the easiest statement to be, And most of the ones that say it's immature are the ones that are not as happy as you because they're like, I don't fart, or that's silly. Why do you do that? Because they're thinking it's weird. I'm like, that's the whole point of living is to be different. Being different is the reason why we live. Makes perfect sense. Well, who wants to be the same as everybody else? We take similar things, but we put it in our own little way. It's like you look at a deck of cards and you constantly fold the cards up and that, and you constantly move the cards around. They're not always going to have the same order. That's what life is. That's how learning is. We're not all going to learn the same thing, even though we can. So 2 + 2 is 4. Okay, that's a very simple analogy to go through, but that's not anything to do with emotions. Emotions is what actually changes everything. Human beings we're ran by emotions. So if you like someone, you're attracted to someone, for instance, which is probably the easiest thing to look at, you're instantly going to be attracted to that person. 100%. As soon as you see them, first 2 seconds, you're going to identify them as being someone attractive. You're emotionally going to be someone attached to them because you are attracted to them. And people do it all the time. Does everyone notice? I mean, I guess. Some people might notice it. But other people might not notice it at all. They might be confused. They'd be like, oh, are they attracted to me? Well, in some retrospect, if you're attracted to someone, then they probably are attracted to you because that's just how it normally works.
Now, what they're attracted to is variation. Some people go by face, some people go by body. You know, with girls, it's normally they go by the ratio of guys, how big their muscles are, or how skinny they are, or how thick their hands are. There's all kinds of variations. Just like with guys, guys go with, you know, how big girls' boobs are, or how pretty their face is, you know. It's normally the same compositions of things, you know. But just like I have my variation of certain kind of women. I got huge variations. You know, now that I'm older, the variations are getting bigger. So, like, I don't care if a girl's fat or chunky. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't bother me as much compared to what I used to when I was younger. I mean, and I don't mind skinny girls either because the variations are all there. I mean, face structure, yes, I do like girls with pretty faces, but pretty is, you know, what I see that is pretty, not what everybody else sees. Like, everyone thinks Taylor Swift's pretty. I admit she's a good looking girl. Would I date her? Hell no. No. I don't think anyone would. I don't give a shit how much money she had. I wouldn't date her. Be no point. She's a pointless person. At least to me. But no, but like, who else? But like, a couple of, you know, you always talk about celebrities and that because it's the only one anyone knows. Like Serena Gomez, who would date that? If she was an old person walking around the street, or I saw she came into my where I work at, would I be all excited to see her? Like, oh my god, you're a celebrity, you make money? That hell no. You know why? Because that's probably what they don't want. I talked to a girl that was, you know, long story short, she was a singer in that. Her name was Jasmine Vergas or whatever it is. And I met her online. We were playing a game together. Celebrities play games, or people with importance do stuff. And for the longest time, I never believed her. She started sending me pictures and that. I was very paranoid. I'm like, why would such a gorgeous woman like me? That's what I thought. And this was multiple years ago. This had been like 5-6 years ago. Because I never loved myself. But now I see it. Now I see it everywhere. I open my eyes and like, there's a lot of people that think I'm attractive. I never thought I was. It's all over the place. It's rather annoying that I've noticed it. So it's like something I learned new. And one person that kind of showed me it was this one girl at my other job I had about 3 years ago. You know, she was a manager. Of course, she had a boyfriend and that, but like, she always found me attractive. She would always say this statement. She even says it as of today. She'll say, you know, I miss your face. So I was always thinking, like, why did you just miss my face? I mean, I guess it's the best quality of me. I mean, I'm not really super fucking muscular and that, but I'm like, okay. And I kept, you know, and when she said it again, when I messaged her on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, about, I don't know, maybe like 5 months ago. It was during the pandemic. And this first thing she said, I said hi, she said hi, and she said, I miss your face. I'm like, I always realize now that's what it is. So my whole entire life, I never noticed it, that I was attractive looking because someone never actually really told me. Never had a girl actually come up to me and be like, oh my god, you're good looking. And I'm not saying that's everybody. Because people are very, some people are very structurally sound with body than they are with, I guess, face structure. That's why a lot of people around the world I see come from, you know, being a streamer. I see that now. I get people all the time, like, commenting me or asking me questions and that, like, trying to get to know me. I mean, do they find me attractive looking? There's a huge possibility, yeah. I mean, is YouTube more of a man's world than a woman's world? Is that the reason why women with big boobs get more advantages? They get more people that stream and view them? I mean, I guess. I mean, that's how I see it. So, I mean, If I was a girl, I'd probably be really attractive looking. I'd probably have more subscribers. Hands down, I probably would. We'll have a lot more views. It's a little silly how that is, but it makes honest perfect sense. And it's all over the place. Unless you hit like the jackpot with the gay community, there's a huge chance that you probably won't sit there and get a lot of being a guy and they get a lot of stuff from that. Or get a lot of views. But that's just how it is. Silly, isn't it? There it goes. Mike's been really... Oh, man. But yeah, it's just really weird. About how people are. Like, I'm looking for... what would a question would you ask yourself just to say about what do you want to do with your life? I would ask myself this question, and I ask myself this question quite a bit, brainstorming in that. What's the biggest thing that life gave you that you can give back to life or people around you? And I look at it, well, my research into emotional development, not like going to college, obviously, because college, you don't learn much from that. They give you big words. That's what I like about when you talk to someone that took like emotional, like psychology and that. They know all these big words and meanings of words, but they actually don't know shit. They know words and meanings. They can identify something, but they don't know how to technically fix it or identify it to the certain percent that they need to. My way of looking at it is like, we're all in this together. If we could understand ourselves and others around us, we're actually all the same, just like different variations. And yes, being happy, but to get to happiness is the hardest thing. Because it's how you're raised, it's where you're born at, it's what you see with your eyes, it's what you hear. So, like, if you're developed around a very cozy lifestyle, obviously, yeah, you're gonna see things differently. So if you're developing around a non-cozy lifestyle, kind of a harsh environment where there's yelling and screaming, you develop differently. Now, for the bad or good, not necessarily. Like for me, for instance, I develop in a household that's, somewhat aggressive. Did it make me aggressive when I was younger? Oh yeah, but as I grew up, I start to rebel against it. Just like 1 out of 3 children rebel against their parents, or whatever the ratio might be. They don't do what their parents do. They're quite the opposite. Well, I'm quite the opposite. I'm the youngest one in my family. So obviously, I followed my brothers around. I never knew what to do for myself. I always let things be done for me. And that takes a toll in your life when you don't know who you are. You're lost. So, just like, the statement is you're lost, and then you gotta find yourself. Lost but found. So I try to find myself. So I went through all these variations of like, okay, who am I? Start off with what you like to do. Well, I like talking to myself because I like to brainstorm about what happened in the day. I think a lot of people should do it because that's how I gain my knowledge. I like cut apart every little situation. So if something bad or good or happy or angry happens with me, I look at the situation and I cut it up into variations of like certain like motives or actions. So like if, like for instance, this one guy, he's a little dude. He came up. He's one of the brothers of the girls that well, she works with me and overnights. And like, dude's like 5'5". He's really, really small guy. And I'm a big dude. I'm like 220 something pounds. Pretty big guy. I work out in that. And he works for the warehouse of the fast food joint I work at. And we gave him his order, I think in drive-thru. He came back in and then he asked for a fry. I'm like, okay, we'll get you a fry in that. And then when I turned around and I was talking to one of the employees, and I was just like the usual, as in people come in and always ask for stuff. And he was kind of, I guess, he was walking away from the counter, so like the distance was rather big, so I guess he overheard it. And this is the thing I was talking about. He took something and he like changed it around and used it for whatever like conscious thing that he's worried about, which was money. And he did this. Yeah, he basically was saying, you don't know who I am and all that stuff and that. And I'm like, you're one of the coworkers or one of the manager's brothers, yeah? And he started bringing up, you think I'm some street person. I live, that I don't have money in that. And of course, he didn't say money. He said bread. I'm like, what is this? What the fuck do you live on? On a farm? Why do you say bread? Bread is not money. Say money. Say currency. Who fucking makes up these words? I mean, stop using different words and change the meaning altogether. That is the stupidest fucking thing. I dislike it so much. But I understand what he's saying. Basically, you look like a inner city person, I guess. You slightly ghetto. And he got really angry with me. And he was just like, just kept on talking and talking and talking. So I realized he's just a bullshit. He just talked his ass off. He just kept on talking. Talk about how, like who he was in that. But he couldn't do anything physically because I'm twice his size. So he fall in theory with that. So he used his years of working in a fucking warehouse. It's like, I worked for 13 years. I'm like, so? I was thinking that. But I couldn't say nothing because I'm working and he's considered a customer until he said that he was an employee at the warehouse. So, I mean, I was pissed because I was just like, what the fuck? And it was like, how can you be so ignorant over a statement? Had nothing to do with him being broke. Had nothing to do with him not having money. It had nothing to do with any of that. So once again, people take a statement from someone and they think that they're attacking them with something else, but I didn't even know who the fuck he was. Psychotic. Super psychotic. Can you hear me? Testing, testicles. Testicles. I must be talking too fast. No? Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, what did I say to him? Well, I couldn't say much. Or what did I mean, we'll go back to how it started. I said this person is just like the usual, as in people come in and they always ask for food that we normally give to them because the customer is always right, or whatever people like to say. And that's what started the whole argument. And the person I told it to was the GM store's daughter, because I work with her Friday and Saturday and that, because I normally work with her. And she knew him because he used to work at that store with her a while back. And the assistant GM was there too. And he was yelling at me for a good minute and a half. Like, he was just, I tried to settle the situation. That's like, I didn't know who you were and all that stuff and that, and he was trying to be a big old dick about it. And the one thing that I dislike, he used our regional manager as a power name. He's like, I know this person. Give me your name and that. So I gave him my name. I'm like, okay, whatever. And after he left, Brittany, I mean, everyone likes me, obviously, I guess, because I'm not an asshole. And she called her mom, which is the GM. And then she talked to her, told her everything. And then the crew agreed with it because they were pissed because you can't act like that. People don't like assholes that come in and throw power around or thinking that they have power. And eventually I was in the back doing dishes after a while after I calmed down. I was, I went inside the bathroom, like punched the wall a couple of times. I was really bad. And then once I stopped the anger thing for, I don't know, maybe a couple minutes and that, I started to think. Knowing how I did it got him in more trouble than me, because I ended up figuring out that when the GM's daughter was talking to her mom, she got told from that guy a lie. And the funny thing is, as soon as that lie came in, the GM's daughter was out there with the rest of us, and she asked them, did you guys see anybody that was in here? Because basically what it was is he thought that another customer was in there with him hearing this. But the thing is, I never said anything. I agreed with him on stuff about that I was being rather ignorant, I guess. And he tried to assume that I was being aggressive. I'm like, why would I be aggressive towards someone I don't even know? That's the whole point. I'm trying to settle a situation, not trying to get into a fight. If I got in a fight with him, I would have beat the fuck out of him, but that's not where it comes at. You can't do that. That's just stupid. He was trying to get me fired for something stupid. It ended up backfiring on him. And then as I was in the back doing dishes after all that other stuff happened, I said something and I was just like, I thought about it. I'm like, he's going to apologize. Because I had like an intuition thought. I'm like, he's going to apologize. I know he will because he knew he fucked up. Yelling and cussing me out and that, even though he says, well, I'm a customer, but you're still an employer of that franchise. So you can't just come in here and just throwing your weight around. So the motherfucker ended up calling back and ended up apologizing to the GM assistant. And I laughed. I laughed my ass off. Even right now, I'm just sitting there laughing. I was talking to my one friend, Harry. And it's like, he's going to apologize to me because I know he knows he fucked up. And it's like, I got him. I got that motherfucker. Because I used my strength to overcome it. I used my brain to overcome it. I ended up getting him in trouble instead of me. So even though I could, clocked out and went out the door and just started punching this dude's face in, I didn't have to. He walked himself into a corner and got in trouble. Now, did he lose his job? I don't know. Did he get written up? I'm sure he probably did. Especially when he was using the regional manager as a power grab to try and make me scared of him. I'm like, oh, I love that shit. Don't you just hate people like that? These people just sit there and they're so weak and inferior that they get so upset and they try to use years of working at a place or use someone else that has way more power than them and be like, oh, I know them directly. I had dinner with them, and thinking that I'm going to believe them. I mean, one employee out of thousands of employees. You think a regional manager is going to give a shit about you? No, he's going to look at you and be like, you're an idiot. That's just one example how people can use a statement or a word that didn't mean anything. It means it happens. And it happens occasionally. And took it in a different perspective and just yelled and screamed at me for something that had nothing to do with it. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's how stupid people are. I laughed after I got angry and that, and I just blew my mind. Oh. Oh, I definitely find it super hilarious. But it happens so much. Now, what did I learn from this? Well, nothing new because it's the same shit. I learned that, the dude's a piece of shit. And the dude's married with kids. I'm like, who would marry this guy, honestly? He's so inferior as a male. Like, his balls never dropped. He's like a temper tantrum adult that just screams and yells because they don't get their way. There's a reason why you don't get your way. There's a reason why shit like that happens. You want to know why? It's because you don't love yourself. You second guess yourself. You worry about everybody else and what they assume of you, which is normally people don't care. If you don't know someone, do you care about them? No. Why? It's not worth the time to say, oh, that person looks lonely over there. Maybe I should go talk to him. And he ends up being a murderer and ends up killing you. That happens. Or he ends up being someone, or she ends up being something that you don't want to get close to. Someone that gets psychotic and like stalks you and shit. That happens. So you can't care about everybody. If you want to care about people that already give you care back. It's like the respect law. When you respect someone, they should respect you back. If they don't respect you, then you should respect them. It's a give and take situation. So to be able to trust someone, you give them a truth about you, something small, and you see if they don't tell anyone. Or if they do tell someone, they tell someone that's already kind of trusts you to begin with. That's how you learn how to trust. And trust is a very hard thing, just like loving yourself. But if you love yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody says, how does it? People would say, oh, you're not attractive looking, you just act like you are. I've heard that before. It's fucking stupid. Why? Why would you say something like that? Why would I need to tell people when I see people and the way they look, your eyes show way more emotions than your mouth would speak? 100%. Because attraction is by the eyes, not by the mouth. So, like for instance, if someone likes you, they'll glance at you. They'll stare at you for as long as they can before they get caught. How creepy it might be sometimes. Maybe you enjoy it because you like the person too. Yeah. I practiced it at my work. I work with a lot of girls. I could tell certain girls are different. So like the younger they are, like one girl, she's 19. She has a boyfriend. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me, honestly. But the way she acts towards me, she acts like she doesn't like me, but she shows that she does. If that makes any sense. It's like the opposite. Some people are like that. They're basically not in tune with their emotions. They can't just flat out say, I like you because you're attractive looking. I like you the way you do stuff and that. They're more skittish about it. Like certain things happen, little things, and I catch her on it. It's kind of funny because I talk about it. Like one thing, that new thing that she did, she came up to me and she kind of like came really close to me and like kind of like jabbed me in the stomach, like a little tap. And I'm just like, dang girl, what, you giving me a love tap? And she kind of like, no, you ran into my fist. And it was basically saying that she does like me, but she doesn't want anyone else to notice because she has a boyfriend. But everyone notices because of the way she acts, how she talks. Like for instance, if someone comments on something really quickly, like one of the instance, the GM's daughter, you girls are all attracted to me. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. It happens. What's up? What? And there's one thing I say because I'm always normally doing drive-through. And I notice that some of the girls flirt with me a little bit. So I'm always like, oh, I always get flirted with a lot. And as soon as I said that, not even a second after I said it, the GM's daughter commented on it and say, no, you don't. You're just saying that. And I'm just like, for the one that just commented on something that quickly, obviously it's true. Because why would you comment on something that fast if you weren't thinking about it yourself? Oh, that's so silly. Oh, but that's what you can learn, though. That's what's good to work with lots of different kinds of people. You'd be surprised how much you can learn. But yeah, it's it's basically what I went through to try to get to the closest version of myself and love myself, and that just accept what reality gives you. We live in a fictional world. You ever watch an anime or a show and you watch like 5 hours of it, you're so addicted to it that the world around you starts to be like the anime or TV show. You start to notice certain things. That's how it happens. Like I watched Lucifer and that, and I watched multiple hours of it. I'll start to like see through Lucifer's eyes on Lucifer, obviously. And it's like you start to notice things and you start to realize what you're seeing through that person's eyes. So it's like if you ever get in a conversation with someone for so long and you're just connecting, you're just like perfect connection. No, the best way to get to know someone is to see it through their eyes. Because every eye see different. Even though it could be the same picture, but that person might feel different about that picture. Or actually might see something you don't see. That's why I say we're all together in this. We all live in the same world. We're all together. Some people pretend to be separated, but they're not. We're all intertwined. We all have the same brains. We all have, we have the same brains, but different thoughts and that. But that's just genetical thing and culture thing. But yeah, like watching TV is a prime example to show you what kind of person they are. What do you like to watch? I do like drama. I hate massive romance because just romance novels are just fucking boring. Not unless it involves sex, because sex is romance. Kind of the whole point of getting romantic is to bang. So I watch things that have drama in it, that have crimes in it, that have, action, of course, of fighting that over whatever, it doesn't matter. That's basically how almost every movie is. They all have drama. They all have some type of, action-based thing. And they always have, at the end, either, depending on what kind of movie it is, horror movie or romance movie or just, action movie. There's variations. But they always have them kind of things in it. They all have them in it. Like a relationship with somebody or whatever it might be. A romantic tie with something. So that's how you look at life. It's like, oh, is that how life is? Yeah, life is literally like a movie. It's just your own personal movie. You do what you want with it. Your eyes are like the camera. Every camera's different. Not all cameras are going to look the same when you look through it, especially if you're looking, And it's kind of weird analogy to talk about, but it's true. So like what you guys see with me, if I saw your guys' face or saw you in general, your body, the way you move and that, they can tell me a lot about you. Even if I don't talk to you, if you just like hear me mouthing and I'm just moving around that, how important it might be the more I move. Because some people move around a lot when they talk. But yeah, then like how you talk, for instance. How you talk is a very strong thing. Like I said before, we are emotional creatures. We base upon every little thing. Our eyebrows move, we get excited, or we frown, we get mad. We show emotions all the time.
someone in the room comes in, like a brother or sister, and farts really heavy, you smell it, you get angry or you'll laugh and smile like, damn, that stinks. Yeah, we emote over every little thing. Like as right now, I got 2 people watching me. Consider myself it's 3. I'm excited. Why? Because you guys are watching me. You guys are listening to me. That's what I want. I want people to listen to me, conversate with me. Because people are stupid, so you gotta talk about things. Can't get smarter unless someone shows you how to get smarter, but what to get smarter with is normally the hardest thing, because you can learn stuff and not know shit. That's just basically how it goes. That's how it always goes. Like, teachers can teach you stuff, but doesn't mean it's good knowledge. Like, the best knowledge is to learn. Act with responsibility. Knowing yourself and loving yourself is great knowledge, because you have to. Sexual orientation, definitely. Emotional stuff, definitely. Learn how to emote. Especially learn how to be sexual when you are in that stage. Because who wants a bad fuck? I mean, does a woman want a guy that know everything about them? No, but how you do it can change. Are you slower, faster? Are you instantaneously because you can't control yourself because the girl's so attractive looking or the male is so attractive looking? I only see it from my perspective, being a male in that. So that's one thing to talk about. Sexual orientation. Everyone likes to talk about that. Who doesn't watch porn? If you don't watch porn, you're not learning. I talk to people about this at work because I'm very huge into this. I study it. And I watch it and enjoy it, but I study porn. I look at it like, why is that guy doing that? These guys are professionals. That's their job. That's how they teach themselves that. But that's how you learn. You learn by watching. But when it comes down to sexual stuff, people seem to get really uptight about it. Everybody does it. As of right now, there's probably like 100,000 people fucking anal, whatever. They're all going crazy. Probably a whole bunch of dudes busting nuts. A whole bunch of girls, creaming their pot, whatever the fuck it is. But why we get so like, oh my god, be comfortable with it. I mean, I'm comfortable with it. Maybe it's because of my age. Well, yeah, but there's some people at my age that are not comfortable with it at all. I talk to them at work. I do little things in that, and I like stirring the pot because people are so dull. I come up to them. One of the girls at work, she's the GM's daughter, the one I talked about before. She's very attractive looking. I mean, honestly, I told her, like, if you were single, I would totally date you because your attraction is not just because of the way you look, it's how you talk and that. There's one little thing about her that's really annoying. She's one of those likes to talk about people kind of thing or talk about certain things. And it's find it kind of annoying, but can't be perfect. Come on, it's just who she is. And so, despite the fact that she's married with 3 kids, that doesn't matter. So I see through the bullshit. She's been married since she was like 20. She's been with this guy for 15 years. Know how dull of a relationship that is? Knowing someone for 15 years and being with them, you haven't explored nothing. You're still with the same person. I know love and blah, blah, blah. But there's always something you're missing. It's always that little itch you can't get. And everyone goes through it. Every marriage goes through that little thing. She's 28 or 29. No, I think she's 28. And I figured it out. So unfortunately, she is very attracted to me, evidently, because she shows it. And I proved my point. So the things I do with her is I do with everybody is try to be just happy. Try to be positive. When people get upset, they're like, oh, we got more orders coming in, blah, blah, blah. They get upset. And I always like to say this, and everyone should say it's like, oh, we'll push through it. Let's just focus and we'll get it done because you're going to do it anyway. Say about work. You're going to be happy. You're going to work anyway. Just be happy. Smile. Enjoy it. And
you might learn something every single day. I mean, obviously, if your job sucks and you're like a factory worker, which is kind of crappy, but I never like factory work, but it's just how it is. But you'd be very surprised. You can still learn, listen to people, understand, watch certain people that do certain things. You learn how they act, and you grow with it. That's how it is. You can learn over anything, like everything you see, you can learn. Now, if you don't catch it, well, then you can't learn, but you have to watch out for it. One of the things I do is to learn about how I'd say our species reacts, humans. Go to a mall, go to a place that has a lot of people, and just watch people. You know, like, don't be stupid as fuck and like sit there and stare at people. You can't be that obvious, but like, you know, have your phone out or do interact somehow with something else, or have a friend or someone go with you and just watch people. Watch people, watch what they say, or listen to what they say, and watch how they move, watch how they talk, watch their excitement levels. You'd be very surprised how much you learn about how we react. And that's what I did. I did that for so many years, I'd say for the last decade or so. And I brainstormed every night about how things react to certain things and stereotype everything. Do you want to have a overcompensating like knowledge about stuff? You have to brainstorm all the time about it. It's like lifting weights. You have to lift weights to build muscles, and you have to eat right to build muscles too. So I digest so much knowledge. And okay, I'll see you when you're back. You have to brainstorm through all that knowledge to see what is actually good knowledge. So that is the basics of learning. So like, it could be little things. Say like, I'll look at someone that's happy. I'm like, why are they happy? I don't know, maybe because they got paid. Maybe they got a paycheck. I'm like, man, I really want to buy this thing. And everyone went through that. It's like, oh man, I really want to buy this food because I haven't ate in a long time. And you buy the food, and that food becomes that luxury type thing. You're all like, man, that food tastes good. But you can't have it all the time because it ruins the excitement. So when you get paid for that week or every 2 weeks, you want to go out, you want to have that food. And it's like, I'm excited for that. It gives you something to work towards. And that's like the simple way of putting it. The way I do it now, I don't even care about the money I get paid. I get paid no matter what I do. As long as I work, I get paid. So I never think about, oh, I'm waiting for that paycheck. I should do OnlyFans. I don't know about that. I don't know about going too far with that. Internet's very unstable with how many people want to be unorthodox, I guess. Maybe. But anyway, but yeah, I've done it for about a decade or so, and I start to really learn how people work, and I start to use it for myself. So I started looking at what is the base of you? What is the most basic version of you and who you are? So I looked at who I was. I was very angry. I was suicidal. I had mass depression. I had, issues with who I was. I was lost. A lot of people out there are lost, just like I was. So I started to think about, who am I? Identity crisis. People go through normally in their middle ages and then in their 40s or 50s. I went through it when I was like 16. Very seriously, actually. That's when I started getting really depressed, and that I had to go through. I didn't go through therapy. I did it myself. I went to a concert. A concert didn't do shit. A concert's all, well, do what you want to do. I'm like, that's it? It's like, yeah. So what you're doing is what you think, and you don't talk about it or you don't do it, you build up guiltiness, and guiltiness turns into depression. Depression turns into suicidal. That's one of the reasons why I stream, because I like to talk. And people like to listen, I guess. So here I am. Now, am I suicidal anymore? No, not even close. Sometimes I get to that point where something happens and I don't know how to get out of it. I'm like, oh man, you know. So once you go suicidal, you can't really get out of it 100%. You're kind of in it a little bit, then you're not in it. But I love myself enough to not destroy myself. You know, not to talk about myself and say, oh, I hate myself. Because everyone's been through that crisis. I'll tell you that right now. Everyone's been through that crisis. And it could be hard, and it could be lonely, it could be destructive. But everyone goes through it. So we learn how to, well, go through it. Now, how do we go through it? Well, some have friends. I have, no friends in that. Well, meditation is one of them. But meditation takes time and it takes effort as a discipline to be able to do it. That's one of the things I did when I was listening to instrumental music stuff, like the whole meditation music on YouTube. That's kind of how I started, because that stuff calms you down. But one of the things that I do as of today, and it is a meditation, but the form of this meditation is a very heavy meditation. And basically what I do is I bring out all these emotions. And the emotions could be someone that I lost that was dear to me. Someone from my past. Someone that, occasionally think about off and on throughout the bulk of my life in the last 31 years I've been alive. It was this, never talked about it, but there was this lady when I was in preschool. I still remember her face. I still remember her name. Her name's very, easy to remember. Her name was Angel. And I was the first girl I was attracted to, honestly. When you're a kid, now you always attract to teachers and that. And she was skinny, very beautiful and that. And she ended up dying. She ended up, a bad rainstorm. Someone drove her off a bridge, and she went to the river, and evidently she died. And I always thought about it. I didn't really know her too well because I was a kid, so I didn't really But I noticed that she was gone. And I remember her face because my mom ended up telling me what happened. And as of today, for some reason we had some type of connection. Even though she's dead, but back then, you always have a connection with someone because certain things just connect you. So that's one of the things I go through. I'll listen to certain music and that brings out this emotion. And this emotion is emotion gives us power. So I use that emotion to gain strength from it. So emotion, it can happen all the time. So it doesn't even matter. You can use it throughout your whole entire life, and you can change the way you think. Because if you get to that point, you're miserable. You can always think back. That person used to watch over me, and do they watch over me now? Maybe. Could be a huge chance that they are. Maybe because they see something important in me that they want me to be successful with. And why I gained the knowledge I gained, and why I'm talking to people on YouTube, why I know this knowledge to begin with, even though it's active studying it for a decade, or so. But this person, had some type of attachment. So when I listen to the music and that, and I bring it out, it makes me sad, but also makes me happy. People don't like to be sad, but we don't cry enough. So what it is, it's like a filter. It flushes out the emotion. So I go through, like I'll literally cry, like not like boo-hoo cry, but like tears will come down my eyes. They'll drip on the floor and that. My eyes will be teary and that. My nose, you know how you get sinuses and that? Your nose gets all like, you just feel, drainage and that. That's basically how it is. But it's just like I could do that at will. And it flushes my anxiety out. It makes me feel better. So our brains and the way we think matters so much. And that's what the form of meditation is to go inside your brain and just go to your blank spot in your brain, which we all have one. Go to the non-thinking part of your brain. And when you don't think, your emotions go away because there's nothing to emote about. So if you can get that to the part of your brain, you can activate it. You don't need emotions to guide you. You're seeing what you're seeing. And that's the active meditation that I'm at, that most people can never get to, at least in that version of it, I guess. Because I do it sometimes when I am aggravated. And this is the crazy part about it, because I've been doing it for so long. I literally, different lobes of my brain I can activate, as in like charges or whatever, because your brain's electrical, thing. I can feel my brain start to do charges in certain parts. And I can feel it go down my brainstem when I let it go. And it goes down my brainstem. My whole entire nervous system gets like a little electrical charge with it. And I found this out like quite a few years ago. I never knew what it was. I was like, oh, I can, give myself goosebumps. I can make my hair stand up on my skin. I never knew what it was. And I tried to talk to people about it, and no one didn't know. They're all like, what the fuck is that? They're all like, are you sure you're doing that? And some people I show, I'll charge up my hand or my arm, and, the skin will start to get tingly and my hair would stand up. There's only one person that I talked to that knew the similar thing that I knew. He said, I could charge my hands. Like you feel the electrical pulse in your hand a little bit, that your hand feels like it's going to electrify. That's your nervous system reaction. You'd be surprised how powerful a human being is. There's a lot of things we don't even know about ourselves, more or less how we work. We're so basic, we don't know shit. So I was talking to him, I said, I could do that throughout my whole entire body. And the truth is, I can. And that's one of the things I flush out my brain with, is that I charge my brain up and I throw down my brainstem, and for some reason it relaxes me. It relaxes my body, it makes you feel better. I don't really feel much of anything. I'm just there. But it's a variation. If I'm very aggravated and I get mass anxiety, which sometimes do, it takes a lot more energy and effort to be able to get to there. Because feelings and emotions can be very strong depending on what's happened with you. It takes more energy to flush it out so you don't feel, how you're feeling. So emotions are everything with a human being, with us. It structures your life 100%. How you think, what you're thinking about, which is a variation of excitement or whatever. That stuff matters a lot. So if we had no thought, we wouldn't have any emotions really, other than something. Well, yeah, we wouldn't have much of emotion anyway. We run like zombies. We run on pure instinct. That's how you can kind of look at it. Zombies, pure instinct. They have no emotions. They don't give a shit. They're like, I'll eat you. Because they think that they keep on assuming they're hungry. But too bad we're not zombies. So we have to think, we have to emote. Sometimes. But yeah, that's the biggest structure I've noticed with myself and say with others. I try to talk to people about this. Well, other than YouTube, but people at work and that. And I can see how miserable some people are. And they can be married, they can have money, they can have the kids, but they're still miserable. I always say, like, when are you not miserable? It is a question I'm asking. When are you not miserable? When is the time that you're going to be thinking that everything's fine? When you get that degree? When you make all that money? Well, that's not how humans work. Come on now. We adapt to everything we do because that's how we are. Stuff gets dull, boring. You can't watch the same program over and over and over again because it gets dull and boring. Like, I already seen it. So you have to wait a year or 6 months or a month. It's like a video game. I can't play the same video game over and over again. I already know the story too. I have to wait. Eventually get it out of my memory where I'm not thinking about it as much. And then once I play it again, I'm like, oh yeah, I can come back to it. Oh, that game's fun again. That's how relationships are. That's why I kind of went through that. Relationships are like video games. They get dull and boring. It's the same shit all the damn time. Now, loving someone, there's lots of different variations of it. You can love someone because you like to be with them. You can love someone because they're sexy. You can love someone because you want to bang them. Whatever the fuck it is. But true love is adaptability of everything. That person you want to exist with. So, like, without them, there couldn't be a you kind of thing. Nah, I wouldn't go that far, but... Because I love myself too much to be able to sit there and be like, well, without you, I can't exist. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's that's a little psycho, but some people think that. But then, first time being in love, that's someone special. You like being with them. You like touch them. You like kissing them. You like being close to them. And then once you get to that closeness of having sex and doing all those things that people like to do with each other, eventually gets dull and boring. And it will, because it always does. First time doing everything is always more excited. But I'm thinking, how can you get back to that first? Difficult question, huh? How do you get back to that first time doing it? With our emotions. Do this experiment. I do it often, not all the time, because I'm so used to doing it, I can just do it at will, whatever. I call it the happy thought experiment. Think about something, normally when you're a child, because children are more pure emotion, and they express themselves with purity, because we don't know nothing. So take your mind back to that area that you had the most happiest time. Well, one of the most happiest times. You're a child, everything makes you happy. You fart, it makes you happy. You eat a cake, it makes you happy. Mine was a video game. And this is where I structure my life on ever since I was little to now. I structure my life on being heroic. Always being heroic. I like watching hero movies, play hero video games. Always want to be the strongest. Always want to be someone that people look up to. Like a hero. So there's just one game. It's called Shining Force 2. It's a strategy RPG game. It's one of the games I played when I was like 3 or 4 years old. I think it came out in like 92. That game I got so into because you're fighting demons, you're fighting for humanity, and you're like I can't say you're like a royalty swordsman, but like you start off as a kid, like a young adult. And then you become an adult when you get promoted. And then you try to save this princess. And of course, there's always demons and all this stuff in that. But the way I saw it as a kid, I wanted to save the princess. So I based my life based upon them interactions. So I always want to find someone to save. Someone that I can, make better. It's a lifelong story, so it might take a little bit, but whatever. He doesn't have time right now. So I lived in a house in the city. I moved into the county. And my neighbor across from me, up on a hill, the big house, and that, I had a crush on her. She was about 3.5 years younger than me. And that was my princess. In my view, like the way I thought about life and that, and I'm like, oh, that could be my princess. Someone I can be in love with, someone I can, you know. And that's when I first started to understand that I wanted to be that sort of guy, to push myself to how can I take care of this person? How can I love this person? As an 8-year-old kid, you don't know much. But when I think back to that, you know, that was 12, 13, 23 years ago. That was a long time ago. And when I think about the moments that happened, when I first laid eyes on her, it just like blows my mind that we're all adults now and I still haven't done anything. I still haven't dated her. I still haven't talked to her really because of the things that happened throughout our lives. And what would make it different now? I don't know. But yeah, that's the structure of the life that I lived. Of course, all the emotional stuff and that. But that's what got me through my depression and the acts of killing myself. And everyone goes through that sort of thing to find who they are. And it's not easy, but you're not alone. Definitely not alone. I mean, succession doesn't come without hardship. You'd be surprised how many successful people go through all that stuff, and it just tears them apart. But everything wrong that happens to you, it can get better to being right. Especially if you start to learn about yourself and love yourself. Loving yourself is the only way to get out of any type of depression or any type of anxiety. I actually help people out with that. There's a couple of friends of mine, like, of course, girlfriends, God forbid. There's this one girl named Amber. She's actually one of my subs. She thanked me one day. Well, we were talking and that, and she was very thoughtful of some things I said to her because she never had positive reinforcement. So I gave it to her in that, and she has a crush on me in that. I didn't know that she had a boyfriend, that she stopped having a boyfriend for a brief while. I saw her up at a restaurant, and I kept her. I talked to her in that, and I told him, like, why didn't you try to talk to me when you didn't have a boyfriend? You know, I told her, like, I would have dated you and that because I actually do enjoy you. I mean, in my eyes, she's an average looking girl. She has fantastic boobs. I mean, that's one of the things I've noticed about her that's really nice. But, you know, we can't all have perfect beauty. That's a variation of what we see, so it doesn't even matter what I say. That other person can look at differently. But her personality, I could tell that she loved me. I could tell that she was closer to me because of the way that she interacted with me. And one of the things she stated, I never heard her say this, she actually stated that she did like me. And she never said it before. And then obviously she doesn't talk to me as much anymore, but she like kind of thanked me, you know, like you were there for me when I was going through stuff. And that's how I think about how appreciative it is for me or for anybody to help out another person to get through what took me forever to get through, and to give them some clarity of how to be their true self. And I feel accomplished. I feel happy about it. Is there more people out there? 100%. There's millions of people out there that are lost, that don't know who they are, or they know who they are, they don't accept it for what it is. That's my main job of knowing this knowledge and starting my YouTube channel. It is a gaming channel, but that's a side piece. It's because I'm bored and who wants to just look at me talk? Evidently, people do. But it is what it is. And I hope my sharing my story and sharing who I am, maybe it'll help in whatever way it could. Because if it comes down to helping people, someone has to do it. Someone has to go through the struggles. I know celebrities do, but celebrities are, I don't know. I really don't care about celebrities anymore. Some of them are really good people and that, and some of them are pieces of shit. Just like some YouTubers are pieces of shit. Some YouTubers use their emotions to pull people in. All they're looking for is subs. They don't really give a shit about people. They don't. Like, I see it. I see the way they act. And that's the one thing I love to talk about. These YouTubers are Twitchers and that. The way they act towards their fan base. Oh my god, I'm so happy I got 5 billion subscribers and I'm making millions of dollars a year because of you guys. And you're not doing nothing to help people. People always say, oh, I love watching your stuff because it gets me through my day. How about I teach you how to do it yourself? I mean, you can watch my stuff and be happy with it, but or watch their stuff and be happy with it. But I give you something that's worth more than watching me play a video game or watching my reaction to something. When I give you the answers you want and help you solve the problem that you are going through. Isn't that better? Isn't that a lot better than having anxiety and sitting there? Oh, these people make me happy because I feel like I'm one of them. You don't need that. You can have it if you want to. There's nothing wrong with it. To be familiar with something and to like it. But emotions are your own. No one else can have your emotions, as in how you think or what you do with it. We're all kind of like separated, but we can understand each other, but it's not always going to be the same. And that's one of the problems. It's not always going to be the same. So, for fellow YouTube creators or Twitchers or whatever, anyone that does any type of thing, look at where you came from and stop abusing the system. I don't care about my fame. I don't care if I get 5 billion subscribers and make millions of dollars. I will not change, at least the way that I am. I'd be happier, of course, in some ways because I would have luxury. But eventually that'd be like anything else. It'd get dull and boring. I'm like, okay, I make my millions of dollars. But how can I contribute to helping other people? That is my biggest goal in life. And no, not a lot of people think like this. We all should. If we went through something, we should be able to help someone else go through that something. And do people do it? Yeah. Do people do it for fame? Yeah. But most of these higher up people, they're just all about, I need your sub. Please sub. Get everybody sub to me. Watch my videos. Make me money. I got 21 subs. And I have more knowledge in my brain than probably the millions of people that live on YouTube or that go on Twitch. I can even teach them. Now, how they get famous? Well, emotions. People like to watch. People like to emote with them because it gets them through their day. You want to be familiar with something.
Some of us are stay-at-home people. We don't like to go out too much. I agree. I don't go out much at all. So we try to familiarize ourselves with other people. Like streamers, people that talk all the time. And that's the best thing to do. Interact, talk, get closer, understand, be loved. Man, how many times I gotta bring up women and their sexuality all over Twitch, TikTok, and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Girls with big butts and tits and whatever the fuck it is, they're so sexually involved. And is it something people like? Well, yeah. But you're not learning anything. You're not trying to promote. Then again, it's excitement. It's easier to watch girls shake their ass and tits than it is to watch porn, I guess. You know, there's a lot of girls on there that people are addicted to. I remember when I used to be like that when I was younger. Addicted to a woman because she's so good looking to me. She gets me so aroused. Her boobs are so perfect and her butt's so nice. And then now I'm like, I've seen it. I've seen so much of it. And like, I don't even care. I'm like, whatever. Okay, whatever. Do I get enjoyment out of it? Of course I do. But I don't think about the perfectionate body anymore. Because to me, it's absolutely pointless. Because there's no such thing as a perfectionate body. Because everybody's different. Everyone looks different. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Getting tired. M. Davis. I don't know who's watching this, man. Tired. Late night perverts. Yay. Nah. You do what the fuck you want to do. Can't blame people for liking what they like. Just don't get too creepy. Keep it like a little bit of R, but more PG-13 type thing. So don't need too much. It's one of the things I have to follow by with my rules and that about messaging and that. Don't like too much of it. If you got questions, ask questions. Just don't be too perverted with it. Because if you're too perverted, I probably won't even answer you at all. At least if it's towards me, I probably won't answer. But if it's towards someone else that you know, then obviously I'll answer it the best way I can. But you know. Oh, wow, hasn't kicked off my stream yet. That's what I did last time. You're kicking me off my own stream. Not my stream itself, like on my PC, but on my I got my tablet rolling so I can be able to see what people are saying. Yeah. It happens occasionally. Every once in a while it'll glitch up. I've been noticing that with my streams. When I'm playing Plasmophobia. Plasmophobia, it lags so much on the stream. But it's on the YouTube stream service. I don't know why it's lagging so much, but it does. I don't. Maybe my internet's not good enough. I don't know. Next, we'll take this off.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, I messed up my neck a little while ago. And my back and that. Got a little bit of a knot in my neck and that. I'm trying to stretch it out and that. If you hear that popping noise, that's my back, shoulder, and my shoulder blade. Muscles rubbing up against it. It's popping. I don't know what to talk about now. I don't really want to play any video games. I'm getting kind of bored of that shit. Maybe I'll just make fun of people on YouTube. It's always fun. Got another sub. Nice. Huh? One more. Maybe I'll reach 1 million in the next 5 lifetimes. I appreciate it. There's a lot of fake people out there who do everything for money. Yeah, I always like to like all this stuff. Yeah, this is the one girl. Mady, Gio, whatever her name is. So talented. She does 9-second things of her shaking her ass, and she gets so many views. I find that so ironic that that's so hilarious. A lot of Halloween stuff. I watch a lot of horror stuff, like Dr. Wolfia. I like Dr. Wolfia. Bored. I always like to talk about the whole yoga thing, because I always find that very interesting. The nudie yoga stuff. I always make fun of it. Look at this stuff. Everything's so sexual. Like, people don't actually do the yoga. It's just a bunch of guys jacking off. Look at this. The celebrity girl right here. Alexandra has a camera in her shower to show people. This is how pathetic it is. This is how far people go because they want money. People do anything for the money. They'd do anything. I get it. Sex is great. I get if you're attracted to someone, you're going to want to jack off or masturbate to it. But it's such a big obsession. And, like, this session is so heavy on everybody. People are so unique.
Shit, that one game I haven't played in a while, Cyberpunk. I haven't played Cyberpunk in a long ass time. Man, when that game was trying to be revolutionary. That game got fucked up. Hmm. Yeah, so I'm gonna sit there with my big ass titties hanging out. Is that all girls do? Wow. Mm. Oh, it's okay for minds to be poisoned, but like to this extent. No wonder we can't figure anything out about, how powerful we could be as humanity. We're too fucking stuck on tits and dick and ass. So I think that's all we fucking care about. Mhm. Imagine not knowing YouTube or not knowing the internet. You wouldn't see nothing. Shit, I remember when internet first came out. Oh, we'll talk about that. That's definitely a fun subject to talk about. When internet first came out, when I first actually went on the internet, I went on AOL internet. There was so much. This was back in like 98, 99. There was so much porn. There was so much porn, especially anime porn. Hentai was huge. I mean, shit, it was just drawings. Obviously, you could do it. Dude, it is ridiculous. And that's when the age started of people looking up porn and constantly looking up stuff that they like. Oh, man. It was just weird because it's just like every time you like think about it, you go on YouTube or whatever. If you're into that stuff. I kind of am, a bit of a pervert when it comes into certain things, but I don't dish out. I don't dish out in actual life like the way I dish out in my bed with myself, of course. Because I only want to be with one person. Now, could I have many people? I'm sure I could. So I could have dozens of girls that want to be with me. Matter of fact, that's how it is. I have, countless girls that want to get close to me. But I can't use it as a bragging thing because I don't care. I look at it as like, oh, you're just horny. You want to have sex, or you want to, I literally had a girl talk to me on Facebook, and the next day she came over and wanted to have sex with me. I'm like, why? She found me attractive. I'm like, how can you do that? I even asked her, like, how can you just screw someone you don't know? Well, it's just sex, and I, have a couple of guys I screw around with. She's a very attractive woman. She says, I have a disorder where I have to have sex a lot. I'm like, I understand that it can be a psychological disorder, but that's a stupid fucking way of putting it just to fuck somebody. My brain's psychologically screwed up where when I see a guy's penis, I get wet. But that's everybody. That's most women. So that doesn't mean that you have to make up some fucking disorder, which is a disorder, but... Like, oh yeah, I meet random guys that have sex with them. You're like putting a label on it. So you're really saying that you're a whore, but you don't want to say it like that. You don't think of it like that, which is fine,
A whore's not a bad thing. It means that you had sex with multiple people. Most people do. So that's just how it is. Now, did we? No. Just like most girls, they always tell me this. Girls that want to go close to me and just do stuff with me. She wasn't the first. She was the third. Said, you're too much of a lover. You want to be in a relationship and that. I'm like, that's kind of the whole point. That sexual interaction matters because you want to be in a relationship. That's why I want to get a girlfriend. I want to be with someone. Now, who that might be, it's a variation. Is that person good enough for me? I mean, as of right now, my lifestyle and that, I don't live on my own. I'm going through a struggle, of finding myself, which I went through that struggle. Now I'm trying to promote myself. I'm a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Oh, man, I'm back. Sorry about that. Thought someone was going to come in my room, and I don't want to interrupt the stream. Wait for my camera to settle. Here's a fucking mess. I always like having bad hair on a stream. I don't like being too showed off. Oh. Anyway, let's talk about that. Yeah. I'm going through what I call, I'm going through a financial struggle where I'm trying to save up money and that. I really want to, I live with my parents, unfortunately. Because I went through so much struggles in life, I never really did anything when I was younger and promoted myself. So I had to learn the hard way. So it took me a little bit. And now I'm getting to the point where I want to leave. I don't want to be having anyone to depend on, at least not as much. And that's why I'm looking for a girl. Someone that make it easier for me to work with, because nowadays you can't live on your own unless you make enough money to do it. Unfortunately, I don't. And that's the kind of the problem. So right now, I'm just saving up money that I think after this paycheck, I'll have about $1,500. And I don't have enough to really do anything. So I'm starting off pretty crappy. But I know I have to work through it because that's how I set my mind to be. But it's been such a long time since I've been with a woman. I tell people this all the time, especially the girls I talk to at work. Like, it's been so many years since I've actually been close to someone like that, and like, it's I can't say it's difficult, but it's kind of pain in the ass because I look at women as friends, not as someone. I mean, I do look at them as I want to bang them in that, but like, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. I'm working. I try to get as many hours as I can. I mean, I make pretty decent money. Not outrageous, but that's what I have a YouTube channel for. I wanna base upon both. And there's a lot of things I have to do, but as of right now, working's one of them. I have to keep myself going, get as many hours as I can, and try to make as much money as I can, and save up and budget and learn how to do things. And maybe I'll find someone. If I do find someone that already has a place to stay at and they're just like, they can make it, because you can make it on your own. It's just difficult. And there's a couple girls that I know that live like in the apartment, not apartments, but condos right next to where I live at. There's a lot of beautiful single women. Like, they're nurses, they make good money, they can survive on their own. And they're single, at least for one of them that I know that's single. And I want to interact and try to like see if I could be able to get closer to her. So I talked to her one time. I haven't been seeing her lately because, I just walked by and saw her with her dogs, and she looked like someone new, so I talked to her. And she just broke up with her boyfriend, and she just moved out, I think, April. I talked to her a couple months after so she's only been around for about a month or so. I'm like, I can't push in right then and there. She might still have attachments to her ex. They've been together. They were together for like 5 years. Even though I could. Very easily, but, I already kind of made a move on her, and I say no. Basically saying that if you want to get closer than that, I say I live pretty much really close to here, and that, the interactions can be really easy. I can literally walk like a minute to her place, and we can hang out in that. And I haven't seen her since, so I don't know what it could have been. But yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. Because the last person I did move out with was the biggest mistake I've ever made, but I learned a lot from it. And I lost a wonderful woman over it. I mean, this woman was amazing. She was nice, very beautiful. She was a dancer. She had her own studio and that. She just bought her own condo and that. And like, as of today, we never really dated, but we were getting close to doing it. She really liked me, as in like she showed her naked body to me on cam, like really quick. So she liked me, but she was scared. She was kind of fidget to see me in real life, or I would say personally. Not that she lived far away. She actually lived rather close. But I was like, you can show me your naked body, but in person you're really shy. And that I'm like, but why? Why you? I never understood that. You girls fling so much with me. I've noticed that. Like, even girls with boyfriends, girls that are married, they always seem to do that sort of thing. Not that married women do it all the time, but that one girl I helped out with, her name's Amber, she sends me a picture of herself in a bikini. She has a boyfriend, but like she was showing off her body and that, and she said she was happy that she was losing weight. She was asking me, how do I look? I'm just like, well, your boobs are big. You look skinnier than that. You look good. I was like, why are you sending me? I mean, I guess you can, but I don't know. It happens quite a bit. It's not that I'm annoyed over it, but it's just I don't have a girlfriend. You can send me all the naked pictures you want. It doesn't mean that I just it's just a jack off to me. It's okay, but you're not with me, and that's what the problem is. And that's what really hurts me. I get closer to women, and not to say I can't date them. Most of them I just can't do nothing with because they're all in relationships. They get in everyone gets relationships so quickly nowadays. It's like a snap of a finger. They meet someone, and I'm like, but you never think about the person that's right there. Someone that is interactive with you occasionally that you do have a crush on. Whew. Like one of these other girls knew at work. She got a relationship with a guy a month ago. I talked to her in that. Well, I guess she's a little heavy set. She has really big boobs in that. She's a very pretty girl. And I asked her, I'm like, that's like, man, I wish you were single that because I'm attracted to you. I would like to know if I would be able to date you in that. And she said, oh, you should have told me about a month ago. So you only been with this guy for a month. You're that far ahead? I'm like, 1 month? I mean, come on. I mean, what the fuck is a month? You just got to know the person. But the whole point of it was, I find it really hilarious, that she's very attracted to me. And she even told me that. She told me that I was hot to her, that she's really attracted to me. So I guess attraction doesn't mean shit. You could be attractive looking and never have anybody. What the fuck's the point of being attractive looking if you can't even get anybody? That defeats the purpose. So, how can you deal with that? I mean, I have gorgeous women that wanted to date me. And I have gorgeous women that I fucking fucked around with and that. But looks evidently don't matter. Because they end up dating people that are uglier than me by far. They're not, as intelligent as me or whatever it might be. So being attractive is a curse more than anything else. It sucks. People get jealous of you. I don't know how many times guys get jealous of me. It's because the way I look. I'm like, I don't know what to say there. I lift weights. My arms are big and that, I guess. But like, it's like the shittiest fucking thing ever. They'd be like, oh, I found out I'm attractive looking. And then all of a sudden it doesn't do nothing. I mean, people enjoy it. What really made me think about this is this one girl. Her name was Crystal. I worked with her at Taco Bell. She was the manager up there, and I was the one that was very attractive to me, and she had a boyfriend that. But for some reason, she wouldn't leave her boyfriend for me. She really wanted to. I mean, she would literally make up excuses. There's, like, when I first made a move on her, it blew her mind. We were at the girls' bathroom and that. They were just talking and that, whatever. I went in there. She was like doing makeup and shit, whatever the fuck it is. I went in there because I knew I had to make a move. It was probably the most romantic thing I've ever did with a woman because it's been such a long time. Basically what happened is I went up against the girl's bathroom door on the inside. Obviously, she was inside with me. She went up against me and she put her head on my chest. I noticed she was listening to my heart. I noticed that she was really attracted to me. I noticed she really liked me. Now, this was like maybe like a couple months of knowing each other. And she's very short, so like her head would be like right on my chest standing up. So I took my hand, I put it underneath her chin, I picked up her chin, and then I started kissing her. And after that, she was all like all over me, and non-stop wanting to be with, well, fuck me, for instance. And we had a new district manager. The other one got fired, so the new one came in, which was attracted to her. They actually knew her, that worked with her. So, long story short, basically, interactions stopped to happen. And eventually, at the very end of it, there was one time that she got massively upset at her boyfriend. And she was just freaking out. And she wrapped her legs around me. And we went to the part of the, the little storage room where the little exit door is at for emergencies. We went in between the doorways so you couldn't really see on camera. She wrapped her legs around me, and there's like shelving in the back. We had like steel shelving, on the side and one on the other side. And she was really holding on to it, wanting to bang me. But the act of it was like so spontaneous that it wasn't anything that I was like, I can't have sex with you unless you break up with your boyfriend. I mean, I can't do that because I'm not like that. I can't just fling out because to me it's going to be absolutely pointless sex. And it just it tore me up after a while because I really loved this girl. We were in love. We cared about each other so much. I literally felt like having kids with her. That's how much in love I was with her. I even told her that. It's like, that's how a feeling is when you're so in love with someone, you want to reproduce. That's basically how it works. And nothing happened since. Everything kind of just drifted off, and she barely talks to me. She doesn't like talking to me because she doesn't want her boyfriend to notice. She's still dating the same guy. And in her mind, she's probably thinking, like, why did I do all that to that, that wonderful person? And tear his life apart because I couldn't make a decision myself. See? You girls torment me. It fucking drives me crazy. Stop dating so damn much. For God's sakes, be alone for fucking 2 years. You might be surprised who you might find. Don't wait a month. Wait a year or two. Stop going out with everything. Same thing with all the guys. Stop fucking going out with everything. Just stop. God fucking forbid. Dating is fucking the hardest thing in the world. Everyone's fucking everybody. Everyone's dating everybody. You never have a chance to do shit. So I have to break people up just to date them. Even though it's easy. Evidently, it fucking happens so much. So stupid, or tries to happen. I have girls at work that have boyfriends. They're so attracted to me. I can feel their vibe. They look at me. They stare at me all the time. They show their butts off towards me and that. But they don't do nothing. They don't say, I'm going to break up with this guy because I want to be with you. Oh, you're attractive looking. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? You're not with me. Are you going to fuck your boyfriend and think about me? What the fuck does that do with me? Nothing. Is it more entertaining? Yeah, but that destroys me because you're using me as a reference to have sex with someone else. Not saying that's what it is, but it's a possibility. That's how I see it. So, it drives me crazy. So is there one person out there that I can get with? Maybe. I don't fucking know. The way it is, evidently not. Am I cursed to be single for the rest of my fucking damn life? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know yet. I haven't found anyone. If I do find people, if I don't make a move on them, but I can't because they're like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Right there. Makes me not even want to talk to anyone. Sometimes I feel like, I'll just fuck everybody. You guys are all going to be the same anyway. Until that one person gets enough confidence to sweep me off my fucking feet, which hasn't happened yet. It's going to be the day of my life being, well, where it needs to be at. Oh, it's so annoying. This is my actual true, the way I fucking think about that stuff. It drives me crazy. Crazy. Ridiculous. Oh, I'm fucking tired. Camera keeps glitching out. Oh, it's so annoying. But just like anything else, I'm gonna have to wait and just work through it like I did with my depression and that. I have to just work through it. Someday. Someone. Now, I can't be anybody, obviously. It has to be someone that would attract you. I wouldn't be that desperate. Fuck no. Definitely don't be that desperate. Now, does it matter about the weightness of a woman and that or whatever? I mean, honestly, the body of a woman is the body of a woman. Variations of things I like, but I can't. I like different variations. Small boobs, big ass, little ass. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of different variations of like attraction. But personality and what a person likes is definitely something that is the main important. Because once again, looks don't matter. You be the sexiest person alive, you still cannot get someone if they have someone else. So evidently, looks don't contribute too much. They're just looks. Something to enjoy with your eyes. Quite sad that's the world we live in. So I always ask people this. I ask myself this. I can open up a window. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot here. Oh, ain't too bad outside. Oh man. Ah. Ooh. You know, having that one little light on up there makes my room. It's not even hot. It's only 74 degrees in my room. But it just feels hot as hell in here. Man. I'm bored. I don't know what to even talk about or even do. Streams have gone on for way too damn long. I guess. At least I got a sub and someone liked it. Fucking camera's burning out. It's gonna fucking blow up on me. I can't stream for too long. Things gonna explode. Connection to the server timed out. Connection to the server just timed out. That looks weird. Why is it like that? It makes my colors brighter. Wow. Look at the difference in color. Yeah, I have my HDR on. It's my camera color. My color altogether is brighter. That looks weird. I don't like the way that looks. It's kind of funky. Funkalicious. Funky. Yeah, I can't say I really like it that much more. Like blurs. It's hard to see. Yeah, I definitely like it like this. Yeah, that's definitely a lot better, I guess. I don't know what to do.
Actually, I didn't talk about that. I'm gonna go on Steam. See if my one friend's online. No, he is or not. No. Hmm. Well, I think today was a good day. I haven't had a subscriber in a while. Oh, I did. I had like 2 of them the other day, or like last week. I think I want to go on my PlayStation actually and see if I can stream me. I think I'm gonna play some Disgaea. I haven't played Disgaea in a while. Hmm. Well, it's always nice talking. uh. Oh man. Hmm. You are OnlyFans. I guess I could do a Patreon. Hmm.